Hi guys, welcome back to FOOTY with Polly. So today I'm analyzing Kota Takai, the Japanese player that Tottenham signed, and the guy seems interesting to be honest. So who is Kota Takai? He is a Japanese centre-back, can also play as a right-back, 1.92 meters. I don't know if you use meters, feet, but I use meters. So 20 years old and right-footed. And oh, actually, by the way, you can see here that I printed this 5 hours ago, but it wasn't. It was actually yesterday because I chose to not post instantly the video so I could gather as much information as I could, so then I would actually make a good video instead of just saying, oh, I know a lot about this guy and I've watched, I don't know, 4 minutes highlights. So after all my research, I'm gonna show you guys what I found about him. So according to Fabrizio Romano, the fee will be like £5 million, which is not much to be honest, and it will be a record transfer for a defender in Japanese league, which is a bargain for a young player with a good potential. In the problem in the Japanese league is that you have the agent being the protagonist in the negotiation, not the club. So for example, if you are an European club, you go to the agent and then like the agent is looking for best or good opportunities for the player. He's not interested in good fees for the club. So that's the problem in the Japanese league. So basically what you have is the club not having so much power over the negotiation and the player and the agents having more power. Have you seen like Takefusa Kubo and Kota Takai now, or like even like all the Japanese players? You don't need a lot of money to buy them, to sign those guys from Japanese clubs. And basically that's the reason, based on the J-League Insider Brazil posts. Now let's focus on Kota Takai. Even if he's young, like he's only 20 years old, he has represented the Japan national team like 4 times, which is relevant actually, especially if you're a centre-back, because to make to your national team, being centre-back, being young centre-back, it is very hard, because in the centre-back position, it's like zero mistake, you can't make an error. So that just shows that he is very mature, or he seems to be very mature, like considering his age. He was also named J-League Best Young Player in 2024, and again, for a centre-back, that is very hard. But obviously guys, this guy is not arriving at Spurs to be the starter today. Like he is part of the long-term plan, as Vuskovic, Archie Gray, Bergvall, Mikey Moore. So these guys, Bergvall is another level because he is already a ready player, he's already a starter like for Tottenham. But those are the other guys, like they're for the future. The goal is for them to be ready, not right now, but in 2 seasons, 3 seasons. They could be like backup plan now and then get used to the high intensity in the Premier League, get used to playing the big stadiums, the big matches in the Champions League, etc. So then they could break into the starter 11 in the next seasons, but not right now. And I'm gonna be completely honest, he won't start a lot of games for Tottenham. To be honest, I really think he will be even loaned. But I mean, in case he isn't loaned, I think he would maybe play sometimes in second half in very easy matches. So 5 million is good, like it's a good amount of money to, let's say, bet in this case. But now guys, let's not talk about money or long-term plan, short-term plan, all of those managerial decisions. Let's talk about his quality. Is he good off the ball, on the ball, like physically speaking, mentality? Let's analyze the player. And I obviously need to be honest and say that all of those things I'm gonna say are based on highlights plus data. And I need to say this because I'm not going to pretend here that, you know, I watch Japanese league every day. No, like I won't lie to you. So my initial thoughts were his strengths are aerial dominance. He wins almost 63% of aerial duels, which is very good. He's physically athletic, he is agile and quick to recover. He's not like fast-paced like Van de Ven, but his recovery, let's say if someone's dribbled him, he can quickly recover from the dribble and maybe tackle or slight tackle them. And obviously I'm saying in the Japanese league, because I don't know if in the Premier League all of those things will be translated, like will be transferred. I don't know, like if he will be able to play like as well as he's playing in the Japanese league in the Premier League. We don't know this. That said, let's keep going. Ball playing ability, comfortable carrying the ball and playing into the forward passes and building from the back. He has 88.3% of pass accuracy, which is good considering he tries to find progressive passes or into forward passes, you could say. And he also has a very decent long ball accuracy, 41.2%. Like for the sake of comparison, Romero has in the last Premier League around 49%. But obviously the Premier League is way harder, but like it's not so bad. Like 41 is decent. And he also showed some tactical intelligence because he reads the game. I like his decision making, even though I want to say this when we talk about his shortcomings, that his decision making is good, but at the same time he takes a lot of risk. Sometimes it's too much risk. Obviously, in the Japanese league, he is very good, so he can do this. But I think in the Premier League, he would have to adapt a little. I also really like his proactive defending, which is like intercepting, pressing as well. He seems to press really high or really well if he needs to press high. So in general, I saw those things in his, again, based on highlights and data. But obviously, as my professor said to me once, if you scout a player and you can't find anything bad, you're not scouting properly. So let's talk about things that he's not good at. So some aspects that I think he could improve are positional risk taking, because I said he is very proactive, but that could be a problem that can be punished by technical attackers. And where do you find technical attackers? Very fast attackers in the Premier League. And also, even though he shows quality on the ball, like his pass is very good, like he doesn't participate much in creating chances, and he's not, at least based on what I'm seeing, he's not the type of centre back who will like find let's say an assist, which for Tottenham could be important, because we see Van der Ven, Romero, we see this type of player who is very quality on the ball. It is very important for very strong teams for the centre back to be able to create as if he were an 8 or something like that, or a 6 you could say. And also, as he lacks experience, I think he could be bullied in the Premier League, like for experienced attackers, not necessarily like bullied physically, in the sense that like very physical centre forwards or strikers would bully him, but even in position, momentum, all of those things, like they could take advantage of his lack of experience. Basically, that's what I'm saying. But that's it, guys. I couldn't post this video before because I need to analyze. Like, I have no idea how I saw the post, and 2 hours later people already posting videos analyzing the guy, and I was like, how can you scout someone so fast? That is so hard for me. I really need hours to scout a player properly. So let me know what you think. Like, do you agree with the club, with the strategy of like signing young players, or you're like, no, we only need to go for experienced players now? To be honest, in this case, I agree with the signing, because like, again, £5 million, you just pay the money, try the guy. If he's not good, you just sell him or loan him. Or you could also see, oh, he is very good, and we paid only £5 million, which is obviously best case scenario. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think he's good? Do you have even more information than me, which is not so improbable, to be honest, because I'm not a specialist in the Japanese league? So let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe. In case I have said anything useful, please, it will help me a lot. And subscribe if you want. And see you in the next time. Bye.